Hello YouTubers, and welcome to Weaste Allotments. Today we're going to be putting the cabbage in, the winter cabbage that is, and we're also going to be doing planting some broad beans and also planting some crocuses. And I want to give a special shout out to a guy at the end of the video. So further ado, let's crack on. Let's go and show you what we've been up to. We'll start off with the cabbages. We'll move on to the beans. If I've got enough time, I'll put the little video of the irises. Crocuses. I've been calling them irises in that clip, so yeah, excuse that. And then I'm going to give a shout out. So let's crack on. Right guys, now these are the cone cabbage that I'm going to be putting in. They're in pretty good nick. As you can see, there's a tray of them over there. Further ado, let's get on with it. So what I'm going to do, equal them apart, 4 at a time. So we've got to equal space them out, and that's about it really. So that's how far I'm going to put them apart. And well, I'm going to cheat a bit here because I've also got some grow mold. I'm going to be putting them in. Oh God! What I need is my trowel. The soil's very dry. It doesn't hurt to put a bit of that in. And push them down. Good hard firming. Moving on to the next one. Trouble is with this, it's very delicate, this soil. Oops. Pushing really hard. Oh dear. You know, I could do this with my hands even easier. I don't really need a trowel. I'm just trying to make it look good. So I'm doing something clever. But I mean, the soil's so fine. In fact, to do the last one here, in this row with my hand, just to show you how fine it is. So here we go. I mean, that's as simple as that. We'll get big mutant cone cabbage out of this, I would imagine. But there we go. That's the first row. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to crack on. They're about 14 inches apart then. I've set them forward because they grow pretty big. I don't want them to be coming off out of the beds, so that's why I've grown them so far forward. So the next one will go in there. Now if you notice this marker here, it's designed to fit these beds, and that's what you need for doing something like this. If you've got all your beds the same, you piece them up with 6 inches, 12 inches, 18, 24 inches. You know, you don't grow veg more than say 2 foot apart, so you know. But if you've got a bed equally spaced out, like 6 inches, I mean, I think these are 76 inches, these beds. They're 6 foot, or 6.5 foot they are. So you know, the centre's about 6 foot 3 inches, I think it is, and which is there. But anyhow, I'm going to crack on. Oh God! So I'll see you all in a bit when I've done this, when I've put these cabbage in. Well, there you go, guys. I'll put 12 spring green pointed cabbage, or you probably know them as greyhound cabbage. I've put 12 in for the time being. So, and I'm going to put some of these ball cabbage in and give the bed a little bit of a raking, watering, and let nature take its course. Well, that's the idea anyhow. Well guys, whoa, stop the camera. Well guys, these are the winter ball head cabbage that I'm growing this year. I'm going to stick 8 in. So there's going to be 5 rows of 4 in here, so there's going to be 20 cabbage in total. I said it's 12 greyhound, and I'm going to do 8 ball cabbage. These are the ones I've been growing but they do need to go out. So further ado, I'm going to crack on, as they say. So I'll show you when I've actually done them. I'm going to be putting them along here, along where the board is. So be right back, guys. Well guys, the winter ball head cabbage are in now. I've done 8 of them, and I've done 12 of these pointed spring cabbage, or otherwise known as greyhound. So we've got 20 cabbages in here. Plenty enough room for them to space out a bit. I'm just hoping the foxes keep off them. We've got to keep an eye on for the wood pigeons, and let's hope they get through the initial first frost. If we do that, we cracked it. I've got some collies. I was going to put the collies in here, but I'm going to give them a miss. I'm going to keep my eye on the collies for a bit. The leaves was got a bit of droop on them. I do think it's because I've been watering them too much. But we'll keep an eye on them, and we can put them out next week, I suppose, into this space here. But yeah, take that out of the way. That's my stand for my camera. Nice bit of kit, that. So there we go. They've all watered now. I remember to water these ones. So that's my fatal mistake of the broad beans last year, not watering them. Which brings me on to the broad beans. So what we're going to do now these are done here, I'm going to show you how I'll do my broad beans. So let's go and have a look at that. Hi guys, what I'm doing, starting to sort all my broad beans out now. What I do, these are the broad beans I'm using. That slit that you see there, that's the way the bean's going to come out. So I always face that up, push it down into my toilet rolls. Bit of soil over the top, and there we go, guys. I don't know if you've seen that. That's one. If you look down here, I don't know if you can see these. Actually, no, you won't be able to see them. Let's just move the camera over here slightly. That's what you're looking at. I'm just doing these. Quite a lot of them actually. But I need to get these done now because they're no good putting them in too late. As I always start the seeds off early. These are my seeds. Rule of thumb, big one, push thumb deep. Bit of soil over the top of it. That's basically seeds about this far down in the pot, facing up. I don't know how many I've got there at the moment. There's 26 of them, but we've got a fair way to go yet, because we don't do it by halves when we're doing these. Like I say, what we do, we share. I don't know if you can see that. I pushed it. You can't really see, but I'm pushing it down into the, then capping it with a bit of soil. We'll be watering all these in a bit as well. I'll be back when I've done it all, guys. But like I say, they're my broad beans. Not too bad. That one's a bit of a duffer. Yeah, I won't be using that one for sure. But Yeah, nice and healthy. Let's say that's the way up. And I'm going to continue now doing these, so I'll be right back, guys. Well, guys, my brow beans are all done now, all 54 of them. So 3 weeks time they should be up. We'll keep an eye on them, we'll keep you updated on these, what happens. We've also been taking some of these runners off the strawberries, and well, there's a total, there's another 15 over there, and there's about 15 here, there's about 30 in total. We need to start taking more of these chilies. We just too many of them. You can only eat so many. I've got another, what I'm waiting for, this one here, I hope it ripens. There's just there it is. That's that Jolska, and there's another one here, look at that one. It's only a small one, but woohoo, lovely. Me next door neighbour went all brave and like caveman, and she did it in I think she did garlic and chilied mushrooms or something. Anyhow, she told me after eating it, her lips went numb, her tongue and all her mouth went numb. And yeah, she couldn't feel her face for about 4 or 5 hours afterwards. So I did tell her it was hot. Unbelievable, yeah. So they're really hot, those things. Yeah, they set my tongue numb. Imagine eating it, what it can do to you. Yeah, the what are they called now? Oh, I forget the name of them. The Niagara Jolska, that's what they are. Unbelievable. Yeah, she couldn't speak. They burnt all her tongue and everything they did. I don't know. Right, guys. This time of year I always put my irises in. In fact, should have put them in a bit sooner. Equally spread them around. These should be up in no time, these. I'll put some smaller ones around the periphery as well. These are going outside my shed, these, so I'll have to keep an eye on them over the up and coming weeks. The more the merrier you stick in, the better they look, I think, the display anyhow. So you just cram them all in. Oops, that one just knocked it over. Sorry about the croaky voice, guys. Got the chest infection again. Love these chest infections. Coming thick and fast now. Now it's getting colder. Really cold this morning. I forget what the temperature is, but I'm sure I can find out later. So there we go. Now all I've got to do now, bit of compost over at the top of them. And these will be up in no time, I would imagine. Give them a bit of a watering in a bit. I've just got another load to do there as well. We need to get a couple more pots, I feel. But yep, crocuses. I just say crocus irises. Sorry, irises. These are already done now. I don't need to put a label in them. I know what they are. Right, be right back, guys. Just gonna get another pot, I think. Well, guys, there you go. You saw the cabbages going in, the pointed spring cabbage and the spring ball cabbage. They're all in now in that back bed. Nets over to stop the foxes and the squirrels and what have you climbing, and the cats climbing into the bed doing the business. I've even made it so them bloody wood pigeons can't get at me brassicas. I would have liked to put the collies in, but I've got a bit of a problem with the collies, and I can show you the problem. I'm in the front greenhouse where these are. These are the collies. Now they was doing okay, but I've been over watering them, and you can tell because it's absolutely sodden, the soil, and it's going green. Now this is I did this in the clover compost. Now it's a good compost, but you can feel the weight of it. It's really saturated with water. I've been coming in, I've been watering them just to try and get them to, you know, grow a bit more, and I've overdone it really, and they're paying for it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave them in here, and hopefully they're going to be okay. I'll plant them out later in the year. You saw me there in the greenhouse doing the broad beans, getting them ready. I put them in toilet rolls. It's easy to do them in toilet rolls. Plant them about 1.5 to 2 inches deep. Just make sure the slit's facing up. That's where your stem comes up. Roots go down the other way, and they should be up in between 2 and 3 weeks, maybe a little bit earlier. I don't know. It's been pretty mild so far, and we're getting away with a lot at the moment. But I'm gonna, once they're up, I've got the canes ready outside. I did say I was going to put 24 in. I'm not going to put 24 in. I'm only going to do 15, because that's how many canes I've got outside. 54. 54 plants I'm going to have, so I'll be giving a lot away. I was toying with putting like two plants per cane, see if I could double the yield. I'll be I put a lot of bloodfish and bone in there, and all different things. So I reckon I could get away with putting 2 plants right next to each other. I don't know, maybe someone on there could suggest, is it wise to do it? I'll leave it up to you to decide. I'm being a bit greedy, just put 1. I think I might go with 1. I don't know if I can get away with 2, it'd be even better, because it just means I don't have to keep looking around seeing anyone who wants some of these bloody broad beans. I'm sure a lot of people will want them, but yeah, I'll get stuck with them. So yeah, the broad beans, they're in, and I was checking on my crocuses, and I realised that there was actually the roots starting to come out the bottom of the bulbs and starting to shoot in the container that I had them in. So I had no choice but to plant them. So I planted them in an hanging basket and a couple of tubs. Now I was saying the crocuses on the video, they're not crocuses, they're not irises, the crocuses. I see what I mean. I was planting irises earlier on in the day at home, and obviously I got confused, so excuse the confusion, but that's what they are. Anyhow, that was it really. I did say what I was going to do. Next week we're going to be getting a load of daffodils and more tulips. I've got hundreds of packs of these things to get in the front beds. It's going to look lovely. It's going to look like Holland on this plot next year when they all start to come up. Loads and loads and loads of different varieties and colours I've been sticking in the beds. In the 2 front beds, I'm going to stick them in the 2 back beds as well. I've decided to leave the dahlias in. I'm not taking the dahlias out. What I'm going to do is get some horse manure and cover the beds, and hopefully that will stop the dahlias from dying. What happens with the dahlia when they die back, you cut the tops off them. What kills a dahlia in the winter isn't the frost in the ground, it's water getting into the stems. Then the water goes down through the stem into the roots and kills the dahlia. So the trick there is to put horse manure over the top of them and build it up so the water can't get into them, or put something over the top. So that's what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to put horse manure over them. I'm not taking them up this year. We're going to bang more daffodils and tulips and all that lot into the bed, so it's going to look absolutely fantastic. That's what we're doing next week. Also, we'll be doing that draw next week. I think it's around Tuesday or Wednesday, the draw. It's going to be 2 winners. I did say there was 12 packs of seeds. There's not 12, there's 14 packs. I was looking at the update where I said I'm going to do a competition, and these are what I'm going to be offering. Well, there was 28 different varieties of flowers there, guys, so I've decided to split them in half and do 2 14s rather than 2 12. Well, I said 2 12s, but it's 2 14s, and they're all different. There's nothing the same, and good luck to everybody who's already entered it. It's I think it's not the last video, it's the video before that. If you leave a comment on that and you're an actual subscriber, you've got a chance of winning them. So good luck with that. Right, that brings me to the final thing. Now, earlier this week, I was writing off the elephant garlic, and couldn't find them anywhere. I've been to garden centre after garden centre after garden centre. I swallow a fly then. I've looked online, all sold out, couldn't get them. Story behind me not having the elephant garlic is I did have elephant garlic, but where I left them at home in my greenhouse. I've got a big greenhouse at home, and I've got all racking where all the eatable, the garlic what we eat, are all drying out with the onions and tomatoes and everything like that. It's all laid out on racks. Well, I left the elephant garlic right next to the ones we eat. So, Mrs. straight in, what she do? Oh, here you go, girls, you take these. Here's some for you, you take them. And, oh, we'll have these for tea tonight. Week later, goes to get the garlic. Where's the garlic? It's all gone. Goes in. Have you seen the garlic? What garlic? The garlic what was there? Oh, I give it to everybody. They said it was lovely. Ah! He said, you had some for your tea. Ah! He said, that's the garlic I'm going to be putting in the bloody ground. She went, oh, really sorry. Well, it's too late, it's all gone. So there you go. So, no garlic. Can't get it anywhere. When I got a message off Muddy Boots, Nigel, he said, Mark, if you want, I've got some here you can have. He said, I've got a few here. A few. He says, you're welcome to have them, just send me your details and I'll send them you. This was on a Wednesday. Anyhow, yesterday, second post, what should turn up, but I don't know if you can see these. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, these are garlic, jumbo garlic, or elephant garlic even, jumbo garlic indeed. Absolute beautiful. I cannot thank Nigel enough for these. Now, the garlic I had, what she actually chopped up, was just like this, but these are absolutely fantastic. That one's almost ready for sprouting, that, so I'm going to have to get these in soon. I'll be putting these in one of my favourite bed, right facing my chickens, so I'll drive the chickens mad for about 5 months until they're all done, but can't thank Nigel enough for that. Now Nigel, I think I was his first subscriber. He'd left a comment on me on my video, and the first thing I do, anyone leaves a comment, needs to get to know who the person is. Always been like that. So I went over onto his channel. He had a video there. It was his very first video. It was a bit shaky at the start, as we all were. You don't ever watch my first video. That was terrible. That one. There was a lot of cursing and swearing in it. That was I good might take that one off, but there you go. That was getting the plot on here. When I found out I only had half a plot, well, you forgive the language, guys. If you ever see that one, I eventually got the full plot, but I only had half a plot at the time, and I was remonstrating to my father on the video what we got, and yeah, I wasn't too pleased. But again, like it was first video, I thought, hey, this guy's got something here. He knows his stuff. Now I've been at it for about 40 odd years. I first come on here with an old bloke called, well, he's an old bloke, he's 96 now, Lou Thomas. He's no longer on here. He was on here up to about 2 years ago. No, last year he finished on here. He's got cancer. He's fighting cancer at the moment, poor bugger. And I do see him from time to time, but he hasn't got the energy to come down here and work down here. But he's shown me everything I know. I've learnt everything off him, like him and me old fella. My old fella used to have a plot on here as well. And he used to be the treasurer on here at one point, but I mean, Dad's getting on, he's 76, 78, and he kicked it in the head because it was too much for him. He had to have like bloody bionic man. My dad, his knees, he's had hip operations, his hands, art, the lot. I think when he dies and they dig him up 1,000 years today, they said we've got a robot here, because that's what basically all the parts what's holding him together. So me to say, I've learnt off the best, but Nigel is exceptional. He knows his stuff. I don't understand why he never even entered his plot for this Britain's best British allotments, because in my eyes, Nigel should have won it. If he would have entered it, I reckon he would have won it. His plot is immaculate. He's got OCD like me. He knows everything he's doing. He does tours as well. He goes to garden shows, and some of his videos are really nice. Arrogant and places like that. He goes all over, meets all the YouTube channels, like people who've got YouTube channels, allotment channels, like, and you can learn so much about the guy. But this is his channel, Muddy Boots. And I'll put his latest video in the writing below for you to go and check him out, guys. But you'd be a fool not to subscribe to his channel, because this lad does know what he's talking about. And you have to excuse his balding head. He's a cracker, I tell you. He's one to savour when you've got nothing else better to watch on telly. You crack open a Muddy Boots and watch him. But there you go, guys. I'm off now because I've got to go home, get all my fishing tackle out on a match tomorrow. There, that's the bell. Come out fighting. No, I'm fishing on a disabled match tomorrow, and it's great because I can just park my car right next to my peg, get a bit of an hand dragging my gear out, and beat them all. It's one of them waters. 64 pegs on the water. It's a place where we're fishing, called Blakehall Fisheries, and it's the peninsula what we're fishing. And the reason why they call it a peninsula, because it's got a peninsula right down the centre. We don't fish them pegs because we can't get the cars down to them, but we fish right round. It's like an horseshoe. We fish right round the edges. About 60 pegs what we can fish, and you can park your car right next to your peg. I just hope my hands hold out, because got that carpal tunnel in my hands. It's bloody murder trying to fasten an hook. Although I'm blind as a bat as well. Luckily I can do it. I used to be able to do it blindfolded, tying hooks anyhow. But yeah, I'll be after them bream tomorrow. Everybody will be fishing for the carp, and I know the carp ain't going to be feeding because it's getting colder and colder, and they turn off the carp. But the bream will be on the boil tomorrow. And I've got my worm. Been in the wormery, got some worms. I've got my pellet, and I've got my liquidised bread with my bread flake. I reckon I'm going to do alright tomorrow. Touch wood at the side of me, and fingers crossed. That was hard to do, I can tell you. So I'm going to get off now. I'm going to try and get this posted up now. Now the time now is 5:20 Friday night. If I can get it all put together, the video, I'll get it up as soon as I can, sometime in the next 4 or 5 hours. Computer that I got, it lets me do that. It lets me do all the editing. It's designed just for doing videos. This computer I've got, I think it's got about 4 gig of just dedicated RAM for the graphics card in it, and that's only half of it. The rest of it, I've got, I think it's about 8 gigabytes of RAM to play with there, and it's like lightning. And to upload it, as long as the bloody Virgin don't let me down, I'll be able to upload it in 10 minutes. 8 gig movie, should be able to upload it in about 25-30 minutes if all goes well. Absolutely incredible speeds that I'm getting with that. So yeah, it's actually working for a change. So there we go. I'm going to get off now because, like I say, it's all time. I've got to get all my baits prepared. I've got to get my fishing tackle out. Got to get my supper ordered from Happy Days. Nice big juicy fat shish kebab with extra chilli sauce and kebab sauce. I don't know how the hell I am not a fat bubble with all them. I've been eating them now. I eat 3-4 times a week for my supper, and I've been eating them for 20 years. No, tell a lie, 26 years I've been eating them kebabs. And like I say, 3 times a week. I should be like 50 stone. I'm only 12.5 stone. My arteries must be that thick with fat. Due for an heart attack. Okay, now I'm going. Said enough, waffling. And like I said, I've got to get things done. So from Weaste Allotments, thanks for subscribing, guys. If you want to click on the right hand side here on that little chicken, and subscribe. Hope to be talking to you real soon. Once again, for Weaste Allotments, goodbye.